Welcome back, everybody, to the channel that used to be known as Synalytics Crypto, but is now Boss Cat Crypto. Ayo! How are y'all doing today? Thank you for being here with me. In this video, we're going to go over a couple different things here today. Number one, we're going to be checking in on our beloved Boss Cats and our Boss Cat rockets. Number two, we're going to be talking about Cardano land projects because I see a gold mine here and an opportunity for huge growth in this industry. Number three, we're going to talk about a couple projects that I like that are on the CNFT space. And at the end of this video, we're going to go over our featured project that I really have been starting to look into a lot more because of you, Boss Cats, because of your persistence and your pursuance with finding good projects and being involved in this community. We're going to talk about ADApes Society. So stick with me through all that, you guys. Again, I appreciate you being here. Now, let's just dive right into it. And we're not going to do anything until we check in on the health of the market with the Boss Cat Rocket Club. Now, I know we have all been experiencing right now some trouble with JPEG Store, and the Cardano ecosystem itself is just backlogged, and it's frustrating. I admit it, I'm one of those who is frustrated. It's been a couple of days of slow moving, it's hard to sell and it's hard to buy. But we all know those things are getting worked out, so I'm telling you, just be patient. It's a kind of a sign of being here early, knowing that there's a little hiccups along the road, but I believe in Cardano. I believe in this project as a whole. I will be focusing my channel on CNFTs and the Cardano ecosystem itself because I think that's where all the opportunity is in this space. So that being said, you guys, things are starting to move along. I actually did get on JPEG Store a few minutes ago before I started this video, and I picked up a couple NFTs. I tried to pick up a couple more, and the blockchain is still a little bit trying to catch up. So things are moving, and that's good. So right on. Anyways, let's get into it before we start talking about the land and the projects. So Boss Cats, right? Let's check out the health. Okay, floor's at 3,000. Great. We've got some opportunities at right around 3,000. A couple cool looking cats, you guys. I like to always check the activity. So again, we are starting to move 17 minutes ago, 19 minutes ago, 52 minutes ago. Obviously a lot slower than what we're used to seeing, the volume of people buying and selling and trading cats. But we are starting to see things go through. So if any of you have bought NFTs in the last day or several hours, a lot of these are going to be in progress for a while until the blockchain catches up. So don't worry. I've seen people in the chat also saying they put something for sale or they bought something. They haven't shown up in the wallet yet. Don't worry, you guys. They are in the blockchain in a smart contract, so it will get worked out. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of breather so that you're not sitting here tripping out, because I know it can be scary when those things happen. So let's go over here to the rocket parts. Now they're moving a little bit slower, you guys. Floor still, I mean, can you believe the floor is at 7,000 ADA? Wow. It's just amazing to me. Going to the activity, here we go. We're getting some stuff here. We're getting some action 6 minutes ago. Okay, 7 hours ago. But still, at least we're starting to see things go through. So I expect that once this blockchain clears up and everything starts to be working again, we're going to be getting a ton of sales. Not on the rocket parts only, but as the cats as well. People are trying to build those rockets, you guys, and I don't blame them. There's a lot of benefits to the rocket holders, and there's only going to be 1,111 of us ultimately. So these are great things to achieve. They're good things to strive for. I will say this. Look, I used to be strictly a cryptocurrency channel. Cryptocurrency not doing so well right now. But you know, it'll always make a comeback. It always does. It always has. It always will. Things are getting a little bit crazy. But what I'm seeing here is that the NFT space is booming. My next video, we will be talking about exactly why the NFT space is a good place to be. I will be talking about the NFT space as a whole, but I will always be focused on CNFTs. But if you look at what's happening in our particular industry, it's booming. It's doing well. So this is a good place to be right now. This is where the opportunity is at. And speaking of opportunity, let's go take a look at what's going on in the Cardano land sale system. Now, there's a lot of projects, a lot of good projects. I'm basically bullish on all Cardano land projects, metaverse projects. All these things are going to be integrated. Pavia right now being the #1. But there's other ones that are in the works too. If you can't afford some Pavia land because it has absolutely exploded. We're going to check the floor prices in a minute. There are other ones you can get into, and I think they're all going to be integrated. Now, as Boss Cats, we're focused on Boss Cat Planet. We're looking for Boss Planet. That's going to be a land sale. That's going to be amazing. I will be focusing pretty much most of what I'm storing in my ADA I'm going to buy as much of that as I can. I'm on the whitelist. I'm going to mint my my early stuff, and then I'm going to dive hard into that. So I will definitely always be putting that first, but I can't really cover that much because there's just not enough information. So right now, let's look at what we do have. Let's go take a look at Pavia. Now I picked up one of these. I'd like to pick up more of these, but the floor price, oh my gosh, the floor price keeps exploding. Let's go, well, let's go find out exactly what the floor price is here. Where are we at? There we go. All right, floor is 850. I got a couple of the, well, I got the piece that I own, I got for about 700 something, but I am steadily seeing the floor price climb. The only reason that I'm not going in and buying a whole bunch of these right now is because I've bought the one that I'm going to keep and I'm going to use, and I'm never going to sell it because I want to take part in this particular project. But because they're getting ready to release a whole new slew of parcels, I don't exactly know how that's going to affect what's on the market. So I'm kind of holding off on Pavia right now. But this will be, and for right now, is the biggest planned integrated project on the Cardano ecosystem. So keep an eye on Pavia, you guys. I also want to look at something that I really am starting to find intriguing, and I'll tell you why I haven't bought any yet, but I will be. Well, I actually tried, but the system's been congested. But I'm getting ready to pick some of these up. There's just only one thing about this that I don't like. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to look at ADA Realm. All right, so very Pavia looking. Here's the thing. This is a great entry price. The floor is only 82 ADA. Not bad at all. The one thing I don't like about this project is that there's almost 20,000 items and there's only 2,300 owners. So there's a lot of whales that are involved, a lot of people who own a lot of land in this project. So I'd like to have a little bit more dispersity. Now, obviously me buying some is going to help with that, but I'm only one man. So I don't know about that. The volume, you know, it's pretty low volume. But look at what Pavia has done lately. Now for these to 3x, maybe 4x, maybe 5x really isn't that far off. So this particular project, I would love to come in once I have the ability to and just sweep the floor and just get myself 6, 8, or 10 of these. Hold on to one for life like I want to do with all land plots. I want to be involved. I want my boss cat to get out there. I want my rockets to be able to fly around the place. But you know, there's opportunity to make a little bit of money on these projects, and getting in when things are still cheap is a good thing. So this is the second one on our list today that I want to talk about. Just I'm not going to deep dive into these projects. I just simply want to bring them to light for all those people who are new to the CNFT space and show the opportunities that are out there. So the next one we're going to check out, and I really like this one. Where are ya? There we go. I guess it's just under Moon. Artifact Moon. I picked up myself one plot. I'm going to be trying to get myself more of these. The fact that we are in the metaverse and these plots actually represent a real scanned image of the moon, a piece of the moon. And the floor, you know, at 320, not a bad purchase price. There's only 5,000 of these, so much more limited when it comes to owning the space. But the fact that we're boss cats and we have rockets and we're going to be flying around all over space is what intrigued me to buy a piece of this Artifact Moon. I'd like to get a couple more because the one I have I'm going to keep. I'm going to try and develop it, whichever way they allow us to do that. More details to come. But the fact that I'm a boss cat owner, very, very intriguing. The disbursement is working its way towards about 50%. I like that. That means there's just not so many people owning most of it. Now, there's different kinds of parcels, you guys. There's like these regular ones. These are the floor prices. Now, you can get into the ones that have a little bit of color to them. They obviously carry a premium because they're parts of the moon that are more famous. Whether they're going to be building, you know, a rocket launch pad in the metaverse here, you can see the ones with color. They have a little bit, you know, more desirable pieces of the moon here. Some of these have gone for a pretty good chunk of change. You can see some of them have different terrain on them and stuff like that. So again, not a deep dive, just something you guys should look into. Being BossCat rocket holders, we probably want to find out if all of these things are going to be integrated with each other. One of the ones that's a little bit under the radar, looks like I can't find it this way, but let's go over here. And a lot of these projects I learned about, I'm just going to go through this for you guys. I love to browse the marketplace. These are the ones that are the most recently listed on the Cardano system for sale, and you can see a lot of new projects on there. You can see, like, I haven't seen ADA Chicken Alphas yet. I'll probably check that out later when I have more time. But you can see a lot of the stuff that's been listed, and a lot of us aren't going to really know what's out there because there's so many new projects coming out all the time. So always a good place to search, always a good place to find deals, because if they're listed quickly, you can be some of the first to snap them up. Some of you, if you know a project very well, you'll know if something is maybe undervalued and maybe either or somebody made a listing mistake or something like that. So always kind of good if you're into that sniping stuff. If you're a sniper, this is where you snipe. This is how you do it. So I just kind of wanted to bring that to your attention, you guys. So the next one we're going to check out is Isometric World. There's season 1 and there's season 2. Season 1 is a lot more limited. Season 2, we're going to go check out the stats on this. Not such a highly, numbered project. 3,010 items, about a third ownership disbursement. That's great, about 1,000 owners. Volume is starting to climb. Floor is relatively starting to climb. You can see they've got everything from these little houses here to some of these larger buildings. They've got different colors. They've got different designs. You can go, and I always like to check the activity, even though right now the system is bogged down. It's good to see what's selling. So this one's got a decent sell amount here. So we see the floor. People are coming in. They're getting in on floor prices. You can see one here for $12.50. Just probably has better opportunity, maybe more ability to build it with. Now I know that these are going to be interoperable with Pavia, at least from what I hear. They're going to allow people to build on these parcels. So like I said, everything in the Cardano world is kind of interconnected, and I like to see that because it gives you an opportunity to really deep dive into what it is that you're trying to do with these NFTs that you're buying and building in the metaverse. I mean, we don't really know exactly how many opportunities there are to make the most of what you've been purchasing and holding on to. So I like to buy some of these. I like to buy multiple of them. I like to buy one that I'm always going to keep and develop and use, and ones that I can flip and stack that ADA, because you know where that ADA is going to go, right into my beloved boss cats. I think those are the ones for the most part that I wanted to cover. I don't know why Cardania is not showing up under the land investments. We can go back to JPEG store. We can browse the marketplace, and if there's anything in the land project that you guys would like me to cover or you want to bring to my attention, because there's just so many projects coming out all the time that you can't cover them all, please let me know in the comments below if I missed something, and we will go over that. I'll try to find some Cardania later. There's also, don't forget that there is a season 1 of the Isometric World as well. You can take a look at that yourself. That's more like hospitals, arcades, firehouses, cool looking NFTs, very, very nice designs, very good artwork. I really do like what I'm seeing there. So that's about it for the land, you guys. Now let's go cover before I do that, a couple of mentions of projects that I do like a lot. So let's go take a look. Let's check out the derps. Derp birds. Now, I picked up a couple of these at a really good price. I do like this project. There's something about this project that I really do like. The floor is starting to climb. I got into a couple of mine in the low 60s, and now the floor is about 110. So the activity's been pretty good on these, you guys. That, like I said, the floor price has been climbing. What I do like here is there are several different kinds of derp birds. We've got commons, uncommons. It goes all the way up through, legendary. Some of these are carrying a pretty big premium. So I like to scroll down here and see what else we got. We got a lot in the 200 range, up in the 400 range. We got scarce ones. We've got rare ones that being listed. Uncommons still fetching a pretty good price. We got epic dirt birds. We've got, let's go check out some of these bad boys here. Look, some of these guys are carrying a pretty fat premium. So another epic, a mystical. There's several different tiers of this particular project, and this is starting to gain momentum. I'm starting to see in chat rooms people mentioning, hey, don't undervalue or overlook the dirt birds. So maybe one day I'll do a little bit more of a deep dive on this particular project, but I really do like this project. And the second one that we're going to be looking at is Ada Ninjas. Check these guys out. I'm not the biggest fan of anime. It's never really been my thing, but I do love these NFTs. And the floor price is starting to jump on these particular Ada Ninjas here. People seem to be really... I can't even pick one of these up at floor price because every time one's listed, by the time I get to it, it's already been bought. So keep an eye on this, because this project with only, I think, 8,888, yep, that's exactly what it is. The owners, the disbursement is starting to grow. And that's because a lot of people have already swept the floor, and now they're starting to release these. And as these projects grow and as more attention comes to some of these projects that we're talking about here, myself and other content creators, that's how you start to get the owners to climb. Because more people are like, hey, I'd like to get myself one or two of those. And someone's selling and someone's buying. And as long as your NFT project has got a good community and it's got good developers and there's interest generated, people are buying, people are selling, that's how you're getting here. That's how your volume starts to crack up. That's how your floor price starts to rise. That's how people start to get out there and get noticed. But the artwork on these is really, really cool, guys. And I've noticed that a lot of these, let's just go take a look at this guy, for example. How many of us have searched a project and just try to find one trait that was like, under 1%? These guys have a lot of traits, and a lot of them, this is a floor price kind of area guy. Look at some of the rarities on these. Under 1%. Another one, under 1%. He's got 3 traits that are under 1%. So what I'm saying about that is, this guy particularly extremely rare? No. But because there's so many different traits and so many different styles on this particular project, almost everything you're getting is more rare. They've got so many traits. I'm excited about this. I really have tried to pick up more of these, but I didn't really find this project until we started experiencing all those problems that we've been having with JPEG Store. So I am looking at the ninjas. I'm looking to get some more dirt birds. And for right now, it's time to move on to ADApes Society. Now, I found this project because, probably like a lot of you from the Boss Cat Rocket Club, I got an invite from one of my friends on one of my Boss Cats. Ayo, thanks for bringing me here. And I started looking around, and at first I was kind of like, I don't really know. Is this one of those things? Because we all get those invites, right? Everyone's like, trying to get whitelisted on these projects and everything. And so that's how people have been finding it. But I started talking to one of the top guys and going back and forth and doing a little bit of research myself here. And I do like this project. There's not enough information right now for me to make a dedicated video to this project, but I will be probably working towards that. Right now, I just want to bring it to your attention because this is one of the ones that could come out on the Cardano ecosystem for NFTs and really make a splash. If the team does what they're trying to do, and if everyone gets behind it, the fact that I think there's only 7,000 of them, so it's pretty rare. This could be a good one, you guys. I always urge everyone to do your own research, whether it's crypto or whether it's an NFT project or whatever. I'm only going to bring you so much information until you have to start doing the work yourself, because really nobody can do more investigation than you can yourself. And we all owe it to ourselves and that responsibility to do these things. But I like this. It's a very active community. There's a lot of boss cats in there. The hype is starting to really generate around this project. And I think it's something to keep an eye on, because as news comes out, we're going to find out more, and we're going to find out, are we ready to ape into these ADApes? I am. I will be picking up a couple of these. I know these are probably going to sell out really quick. So if I don't get an opportunity to do that, then that's fine. I will look to the secondary market. But being on top of the news is always a good way to go. So, here it is running through a couple of the traits these guys are going to have, different kinds of costumes and different kinds of additions to all the things that they're wearing. So the roadmap here, you guys, which have already done, they're getting ready to mint the collection. It has not happened yet, but so that's going to be probably sometime this month, I'm assuming, if everything pans out. And I don't know if congestion on our market right now has anything to do with that, but we will keep you updated on that. So quarter one, we got a community DAO, which I think is great. A lot of the NFT projects are starting to move towards having their own DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, where people who hold these NFTs can vote as to where these projects are going, how they're going to develop, what's going to go on with that. I like that. Again, with the 7,000 mint, it's a real opportunity to actually have your voice count in a project that you believe in. So then they're going to grow the ecosystem also in quarter one. They're going to be releasing some merch. So merch is always a great way to advertise anything, no matter what it is. If you've got merch and your merch is selling, you're going to get your name out there. And the NFT system is going to grow. So again, do your own deep dive here, you guys. But looks like this is intriguing here. Make powerful friends. We plan to be a significant member of the Cardano community, as we want to use our influence and resources to grow and collaborate with the ecosystem. That's very interesting. It's a little vague, but it sounds to me like they're going to be integrating the ape owners with each other, and maybe starting to try and kind of spread out there and work with other projects. I do like that. I've chatted a little bit with Cardman here. Super cool guy, very, very easy to chat with. He gets back to you pretty much right away. He's very, very involved in his project, which is exactly why I just really don't think I'm seeing some sort of a rug pull here at all. It's completely off my radar. I personally have put that aside. You never know with the project, but because of the community that's starting to build, and because of the interactivity of Cardman himself, I'm thinking this is a good thing here, you guys. So, again, there's only so much I can go over because there's only so much on this website. So I want to continue to kind of look into this project more and bring as much information to you as I possibly can, because we all know that getting in on the mint, that's where the opportunity is. So you want to know when that's going live. You want to get on there, and if you're lucky enough, great. And if not, then you jump on the secondary market right away, because there's a lot of people who like to buy and flip NFTs right away. They want nothing to do with the project. They're not attached with anything. They're flippers, and a lot of us are hodlers. So when you find a good project, it's good to do a little bit of both. You get what you want to hodl, what you really believe in, what you want to hold for long term, and you get those ones where you have opportunities to make more ADA and get ready for the next one, right? Because that's what we're all here for. Anyone who tells you that they're not enjoying, the opportunity to stack that ADA, they're not being honest with you. So, here on Boss Cat Crypto, I'm always going to be real with you guys. I don't take any sponsorships. None of these are sponsored. People think I'm sponsored by Boss Cat Rocket Club. I'm not. I've received no payments from anyone to do anything. Everything I talk about is for my viewers. It is for my channel. It is informational purposes. None of this is investment advice. This is simply to bring awareness to what's going on here. So if you've made it to the end of this video, I appreciate that. So let's just put that to rest. I am not sponsored by anybody. I just want to get you guys the best alpha that I possibly can. So thank you so much for joining. Look, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Lots of thumbs up, lots of comments. That's how we get those videos out there. That's all I can ask for you guys. Nobody's paying my channel to keep it running. It's all me. I don't have a team. It's just myself, and all I ask is for those comments, those thumbs up, or even those thumbs downs, and share this with other people. That's how we get the word out. We're all trying to get the Cardano NFT ecosystem to grow and to become more robust. So that's all I got for you today. It's time to watch some playoff football. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day. Well, it is in San Diego. Peace.